Have you ever wondered why you or maybe a friend keep falling for the bad boy? You know the type. Charming, confident, maybe a little bit dangerous, but ultimately not the best for a long-term, healthy relationship. It's a pattern so common it's become a cliché. But what if I told you there's a scientific explanation behind this attraction? It's called the dark triad, and today, we'd be diving deep into the psychology of why these seemingly toxic traits can be so incredibly captivating. First, let's break down what the dark triad actually is. It's a term in psychology that refers to three distinct but related personality traits: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. Now, before we go any further, it's crucial to understand that we're talking about subclinical traits here. These are tendencies and behaviors that exist on a spectrum in the general population, not necessarily a clinical diagnosis of a personality disorder. So, when we talk about a man with dark triad traits, we're not always talking about a full-blown movie villain, but someone who scores higher than average on these specific characteristics. Let's start with narcissism. This one you've probably heard of. It's characterized by a grandiose sense of self-importance, a need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. A man high in narcissism is often the life of the party. He's confident, charismatic, and knows how to command a room. He'll shower you with attention, make you feel like the most special person in the world, and his self-assurance can be incredibly magnetic. This initial charm is a powerful lure. In the early stages of dating, his confidence can be mistaken for strength and stability. He presents a flawless, polished image that's hard to resist. He might be successful, well-dressed, and have a captivating way of telling stories where he's always the hero. This is the love-bombing phase, and it's designed to get you hooked. The attraction here is fueled by the fantasy he creates, a world where everything is exciting and you are at the center of his universe. Next up is Machiavellianism. This trait is named after the political philosopher Niccolò Machiavelli, and it's all about manipulation, strategic thinking, and a cynical view of human nature. A person high in Machiavellianism is a master strategist in social situations. They are calculating, they plan their moves, and they are excellent at reading people to get what they want. In a dating context, this can translate to a man who seems to know exactly what to say and do. He's a smooth talker, persuasive, and can make you feel understood on a deep level. He'll seem ambitious and driven, which are often seen as very attractive qualities. He plays the long game. This isn't just about surface-level charm. It's about strategic influence. It's about high impulsivity, thrill-seeking behavior, and a profound lack of remorse or guilt. A man with these tendencies is often incredibly exciting to be around. He's spontaneous, lives in the moment, and isn't afraid to take risks. He is the guy who suggests a spontaneous road trip at midnight, or introduces you to thrilling new experiences. This can be a potent antidote to a mundane or predictable life. There's a raw, unfiltered energy about him that can be mistaken for passion and a zest for life. The attraction is to the adrenaline rush. Life with him is never boring. He pushes boundaries, and that can feel liberating. His fearlessness can be interpreted as a form of ultimate confidence, and his emotional coolness can seem like unshakable strength. So why are these traits, which sound so negative on paper, so alluring in practice? The answer lies in a combination of evolutionary psychology and our own modern desires. From an evolutionary perspective, many dark triad traits mimic signals of high genetic fitness. Another key factor is how these traits are presented, especially in the short term. Men with dark triad traits are often masters of first impressions. They invest a lot of energy into their appearance, their charm, and their social status. Research shows that women do indeed rate men with these traits as more attractive for short-term flings or relationships. The excitement, the confidence, the intense focus, it's a powerful cocktail. It's the peacocking effect. They display their most attractive feathers, and it works. The problem is that these feathers often hide what's underneath. The narcissist's confidence turns into arrogance and a constant need for validation. The Machiavellian strategic mind becomes a tool for deception and control. The psychopath's thrill-seeking turns into reckless irresponsibility and emotional coldness. Our own psychology also plays a massive role. Sometimes we're drawn to what we feel we're missing in ourselves. If you're someone who is naturally cautious or a bit shy, the boldness of a man with dark triad traits can seem incredibly appealing. It feels like he completes you, offering a sense of adventure you crave. There's also the fixer mentality. Some people are subconsciously drawn to partners they feel they can save or change. They see the flaws and the damage as a project, believing their love and support can heal the other person. This desire to nurture can be a powerful, albeit often misguided, driver of attraction. So, what's the takeaway here? Is every charming, confident man a secret narcissist? Absolutely not. And being attracted to confidence, ambition, and a sense of adventure is completely normal and healthy. The key is awareness. Understanding the dynamics of the dark triad helps you to look beyond the initial, dazzling presentation. It's about learning to distinguish genuine confidence from grandiose narcissism. It's about recognizing the difference between strategic ambition and cold manipulation. It is about telling the difference between a fun-loving spirit and a dangerous lack of empathy and impulse control. The first step is to slow down. Dark triad personalities thrive in fast-paced, intense courtships. They want to sweep you off your feet before you have time to see the red flags. By taking your time to get to know someone, you allow their true character to emerge. Watch how they treat other people, especially service staff or those they have nothing to gain from. Listen for consistency in their stories. Do their actions match their words? A person with genuine integrity will be consistent, while someone with dark triad traits will often have a disconnect between the charming mask they wear and their actual behavior. It's also crucial to trust your gut. Often, even when we are intellectually mesmerized by someone, our intuition sends us warning signals. Maybe it's a feeling of being slightly off balance or a subtle sense that something isn't quite right. Don't dismiss those feelings. They are your internal alarm system, trying to tell you to pay closer attention. Finally, remember that a healthy, sustainable relationship is built on a foundation of mutual respect, empathy, and genuine care qualities that are fundamentally lacking in the dark triad. The initial spark and excitement are wonderful, but they are not enough to sustain a partnership. Long-term happiness comes from being with someone who values you for who you are, supports your growth, and is capable of true emotional intimacy. Understanding the dark triad isn't about becoming cynical or fearing every new person you meet. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge. It gives you the tools to make conscious, healthier choices in your relationship so you can find a partner who is not just captivating in the short term, but is also a kind, supportive, and loving companion for the long haul. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into psychology and relationships. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever encountered someone with these traits? Let's talk about it. See you in the next video.